In today's video, I will be showing you how I decorated this racing car themed cake. So stay tuned, let's work on this together. So this is my 8-inch red velvet crumb coated and chilled cake. I just rolled a teal blue fondant to cover around the cake. I'm just using my fingers to play around while opening the bottom, so to avoid elephant legs or elephant skin as I call it. Once that was done, I used my pizza cutter to cut off the excess of the fondant. Just continue to watch as I do this. Once I was done cutting off the fondant, I went ahead to use my smoothener to be able to smoothen the cake. First of all, I made sure I applied some cornstarch on the smoothener because the friction of the smoothener and the fondant kinds of weighs down the fondant on the cake. So you want something like a floury nature so that it helps to reduce the friction. Once, as I was smoothing the cake, I found out some air bubbles. I just used toothpick to burst it off, and I was done with my 8-inch cake. So this was a raised car themed cake. So I will be working on checkers to decorate the cakes. First, I did roll my white fondant, and also still using my pizza cutter, I cut to kind of make some straight lines, and now using this roller that helps to create the lines, I was able to create these lines. Just continue to watch. You have to really take your time here because you want all the squares of the checkers to look the same. So just continue to watch. I was done at this point with the white. I put that aside so I could do the black as well. I wanted to do both of them and keep, so I could be stacking them on the cake one after the other, so it was easier that way. So I rolled out my black fondant, and I did use the roller to be able to cut through. If you're here for your first time, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell, and thanks so much for stopping by. And if you haven't, please leave a comment in the comment section what you think about this cake, if it's beautiful, if you will be trying this sometime in the future. It's really quite easy to do, so just continue to watch. It will definitely take so much time, but that's fine. So at this point in time, I had my black and my white squares, and I was just using water as my glue to glue that on the cake. Look how neat that was. I did my very best for all the squares to come out the same, so you can do the same as well. I was done here with decorating or putting the squares on the cake, and the next thing was to get a yellow fondant. I played around with it with my fingers to give me a very thin rope, or say a rope that I could use to apply on the cake as well. Again, using water as my glue, I did apply on the fondant, and here I'm applying the rope or the border that I made. The border that I made for this cake. Again, please, if you're seeing me for your first time, hello, and do not forget to subscribe if you haven't. Thanks so much in advance. Just continue to watch. So here I'm just making sure everything looks nice and clean. Then I went over to my 6-inch cake. This was vanilla cake. I covered this with white fondant. Again, the same thing I did with the blue fondant or the teal blue fondant. Just play around, open the bottom, and just slide your fingers through to avoid elephant skin. Again, using my smoothener, I smoothened the cake. Look at that. At the beginning, it was all puffy and looking all funny, but with the smoothener, this process takes a long time. It helps to create sharp edges on your cake, and it helps to smoothen out your cake. So just continue to watch. To all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always stopping by, and thanks so much for your support and your love. I am truly grateful. Just help me to share this video so we can grow this channel together. I will be sharing the links of my vanilla cakes as well as my red velvet cake down in the description box. These are must-try recipes and you're going to love it. And like I said earlier, as you're smoothing the cake, you discover some air bubbles. You just need a toothpick just to burst off the air bubbles and continue to smoothen. I was really happy with the results I was seeing. Now I had to stack the cake. So first of all, I used my dowel as a protection for the bottom tier so it doesn't sink, it doesn't collapse. So I used 3 dowels. This is food safe, so it is healthy. It's not gonna harm me in any way. So I did put 4, and again using buttercream, I just applied that to 1 to seal it up and 2 to use as a glue between the 8-inch and the 8-inch. So there was that. It was quite easy to take off the cake and stack on the 8-inch cake. I like what I see. It's coming out nicely. Again, I had to put another border below the white cake, or as a connection between the white cake and the white cake and the checkers cake. Also, the decoration you see on the white cake is something I'd already prepared. I'd already put that together. If I had to share that, it would have made this video so long. So I actually did that myself. Again, I was trying to mimic what was ordered. I will be sharing a picture of what was ordered, and let me know if I was very close to what was ordered, or what do you think? Just continue to watch. Yep, I like what I see, so I did make the topper using my Cricut machine, and that is the final look. If you missed watching last week's video where I showed you how to make this layered bread, it tastes so yummy. It's a pizzarito. Please check the link above to watch, and don't forget, life can get bitter. Eat cakes to make it sweet. Until next time, bye.